So when should we quit? When should we stop going after our vision? You know, that's what happens. Most of us, or some of us, we don't continue on with the things that we said we wanted to do. We say we have this vision, but then we quit. We just, we do something for a week or 2 weeks, a month, maybe 2 months, and then we just quit. So you got to question then. Question 2 things. What's your level of commitment? And is your vision compelling enough? Because I truly believe if your vision is compelling enough, you're not going to quit, because you're going to be committed. And here's how I would compare that. And I want you to just think, if you have had a child, or if you were a child, and you tell this baby that, hey, just quit trying to walk after 10 attempts, 20 attempts, 30 attempts. Hey, just don't worry about it. You don't need to walk. No, it's within us, and I believe our visions are within us. But yet, for whatever reason, we learn as we get older that it's better just to quit, and settle or not go after the things that we want. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about your vision, and then think about when you were a baby, or if you've had a child. I can't ever imagine telling one of my children, hey, don't walk. Don't worry about it. You can just crawl the rest of your life. We don't even do that. That's not in our nature. Our nature actually says, hey, there's no such thing as failure. Because there's really not. Failing is just falling down and then trying again. And that's all failing is. Failing is actually the road to success. And there's many things that we can do to shorten that period and shorten that failures. But we're supposed to be going through failures. Nature shows us that. That's why no one just walks on the first try. I like to believe that maybe I did, but I'm sure that I fell down many, many times, just as I do now. And I fail every single day. Man, do I fail. And I fail in big ways. I get no's all the time. That's part of sales. I've failed on a couple projects. I've lost money on some projects. Learned. That's all education. That's all failing is education. I was a math teacher, and I was never really good at math. I was really contemplating this. I was never really good at math, but I taught it, and I got good grades in it, because math was the one subject that I could always work backwards. If I got an answer, not the right answer, if I got an answer, most of the time I could work backwards and see if it was right or wrong. So I just had the persistency and consistency of just, hey, fail until success. It wasn't until I got to Calc 2 where I was in over my head on my math skills and realized, that's probably the level of math that I went for or could go to. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really great at math. I just had more persistency than the math problem, and I liked being right, and I liked succeeding. So I just would always fail until I got it right. It's the same thing. Failing is learning. Failing is learning. Fall in love with failing. Fall in love with the process. Know that when you fail, you are, there's so many cliches, but when you fail, you're just one step closer to the success. And that vision is that success. The vision, that's why it's got to be so compelling. It's got to be so big and so strong that you can see it, you can taste it, you can smell it, whatever it is. Because you got to breathe it, and you got to believe in it, because you are going to fail. You're going to fail time in and time out, and you're going to be tested. But you're going to succeed. One day you're going to succeed, and it's going to feel so good. I know. I can't fathom where I'm sitting at right now. I can't fathom that, because it wasn't even a possibility in my brain 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was in a house in a basement in Nebraska doing online courses to get my master's in education. And now I'm sitting 2 blocks away from the beach in San Diego, North County, San Diego, still going through the process, still going through for my vision, just continuing on and continuing on. So that was a little bit longer than I expected and wanted to and planned on it, but it's important. It's important to know that you just don't quit. You don't quit when it's compelling enough. You don't quit on your vision. You don't quit on yourself, because we didn't quit as a baby. You don't want your children to quit. Go after it. Just go after it and embrace the fail.